Hello and welcome back for another vintage cube draft. We have this pack and there really isn't anything that stands out to me. There's no broken cards. There's broken cards, but not like the obvious Power 9 cards. There's no thing that I could really build around. Maybe I could try and draft mono red and take the bolt and hope to wheel Figure of Destiny. Other things I'm interested in is Restoration Angel, just because I want to live the Kiki Pod dream. But I think the only way to really get into that deck is by seeing Kiki first. I'll just take the bolt. And then we get Mana Drain. Mana Drain is real good. But do I want to play with it? That's the question. Otherwise, there's Omnath. If I want to try the Omnath deck again, I might. Omnath, Niv Mizzet. There was someone in the comments of an earlier video requesting me to do one. So that is also a strong consideration then. Mana Drain is so good though. If we don't take the drain, we send our next player into blue. There's no card for mono red either, so there's nothing that we would wheel with mono red. If we pass this, then the next person is just going to move into blue if they aren't in blue already. I think I'm just going to take Omnath. I feel like doing maybe some Omnath shenanigans. Well, having taken Omnath, what do we want? Probably one of these duels, and then Bayou is a little better than Watery Grave. Blue duels are harder to come by. There's also Elvish Mystic, and for red there's Fire Blast and to a lesser extent Wheel of Fortune. But I wouldn't want to be red. If I look at these packs, there's just not enough to wheel, and that does seem important. Let's take the Bayou. Ooh, Birthing Pod. Oh man. I have dreams of making pod work. I've gotten very close on a couple of occasions. I actually had a sick Birthing Pod deck, but it was just lacking the card Birthing Pod. It had Survival and Recurring Nightmare to kind of do a Birthing Pod impression that way. Maybe we can wheel this, but I'm not sure if I want to take that risk. If I want to draft Niv, I would probably take Prismatic Vista or Secure Trivelder. But if I want to draft a potential Birthing Pod deck, I just want to take the pod, and that's what I'll do. Alright, so we are a Birthing Pod deck, or at least we are looking to be a Birthing Pod deck. Then there is Bone Shredder, which is good with pod, but also a little bit awkward, just because you have to pay the Echo to be able to pod it away. Not always. You can also play it and pot it away right away. That requires a bit more mana, but yeah. What else would I take? Assassin's Trophy. That's a good card for Niv. I think I want to optimize my pod and then take Bone Shredder. Ooh. Eternal Witness, Grave Titan. I think we can get 6 drops aplenty, but Witness is a nice one. So let's take the Witness. Flametongue Kavu, which is a nice card. There's also a Plateau, and I think I will need the duels because I'm likely to be a bunch of colors, if not all. Maelstrom Pulse I do like, but I think I have to take the Blood Crypt. Yeah. Fauna Shaman, Hangerback Walker, Yavimaya Elder. Fauna Shaman is a sort of survival, but it's a very bad one. So I think I just take the Elder. That's a perfect pod target. Also, ooh, Massacre Worm. That is an interesting pod target. It does make me less likely to want to play with Omnath, but Massacre Worm is also a ton of black mana. There's Dragonlord Atarka. I will take the Massacre Worm, but it might not end up in the deck. Here is Wrath or Makeshift Mannequin. Having some reanimation and ways to get our creatures back could be good, but there's better cards than Makeshift Mannequin. I'll take the Wrath for the sideboard. Goblin Dark Dwellers, interesting one. There's also the Hiri, which is also an interesting card in the pod deck. You can find a creature. I think I take the Dark Dwellers. Maybe we get some good spells to flash back with this. Grim Lavamancer, just take the creature. Yeah, our start is a little bit all over the place. Ashen Rider, yeah, I don't think we'll pot out this, but who knows. Burning, I'm not playing that. Yeah, this is quite the pile. Starting with Lightning Bolt. Maybe we should have taken something else there. Oh man, Jace the Mind Sculptor, Tinker, Fractured Identity, Revelark. I love me a Fractured Identity. That card is good, but that means we are back in 5-color land. I guess Niv also. Take the Niv, but right now we don't really have great hits with Niv. I can also be very speculative and take a Revelark. That seems like not something I want to do. I think I might just take the Niv here. We can still make Niv work. I guess if I take the Niv, then I just take the Fractured Identity here and hope to wield the Niv. Yeah, that seems better. Sacred Foundry, but we already have Plateau, so we don't need that. There's a Recurring Nightmare, which I think is gonna be the pick here. And immediately we wheel Solemn or Gonti. Recurring Nightmare is another engine type card that works well with having a bunch of creatures, so I'll take that. There's our first elf, or there's a Thragtusk. I think having elves is going to be good, so let's take that. Here, Hallowed Fountain for our 5-color deck. Nissa is a fine creature. Vraska, Fallen Shinobi, but not sure if we're really a Fallen Shinobi deck, and I need blue fixing if I want to play that, so I'll take the Hallowed Fountain. Ooh, Pestermite. Pestermite works with Pod quite nicely. We don't have Kiki-Jiki just yet, and we may never see it, but I think I take Pestermite. This Goblin Dark Dweller is likely not happening. Same for the Massacre Worm. Triple black is probably a bit too much. Ooh, Deceiver Exarch, so we can double up on a Pestermite effect. I do like seeing this still in the pack, but I also really want the Breeding Pool to fix our mana for blue. Right now we have Hallowed Fountain. Having that redundancy though. We also know that Restoration Angel didn't come back. Yeah, I'll take the pool here. I mean, if we had a Kiki, I'd probably take the other card, but without having that already, I think this is safer. I think Trigon Predator, PN Kirin seems decent. Ooh, our first fetch. I do like that. And Avalanche Riders, but we're not getting that. Niv is still in the pack, but are we really a Niv deck? I think maybe I just take Revelark. It's sad passing Niv, but yeah, right now we have 1 hit. There's some packs where we could pick up more, but I think Revelark is going to be better for us. I'll take an elf and a Wall of Omens because we don't have any 2-drops right now. Grim Lavamancer, I'm not sure if I'll play it, but we'll keep it in the pool for now. Nissa Vraska, Search for Tomorrow. I mean, we have plenty of 3-drops. Maybe, I think I take Vraska. It's another sort of card advantage engine. Take Tassiger and maybe ramp it to a 7-drop, but likely just not play it. Carnage Tyrant, that's a 6-drop that I might play. Definitely against some decks. Ooh, what do we have? We have a bird, but we also have a Mox, so I think I want the Mox, even though a bird would be nice for our deck. Also, Uro, I wouldn't mind getting that. And what else? I guess this Null Priest could be fine. That's probably something that comes back. Let's take this Mox Pearl. Demonic Tutor, Mana Crypt, Tropical Island, Stomping Ground. I think our deck is pretty mana hungry, so let's take this script. Demonic Tutor for Pod, also nice, but we need our mana. Grizzlebrand. We're not potting out a Grizzlebrand, I know that. I will just take this fetch. Yeah, that seems important. Survival of the Fittest. That is actually a nice card with Recurring Nightmare. Yeah, I think I want Survival here. I still would love to see Kiki-Jiki, but probably not happening. Let's see. Deranged Hermit or Thundermaw. I think Deranged Hermit. It's very good with the Recurring Nightmare, so let's take that. Pretty decent with Revelark. I'm not sure how well our mana is going to hold up, but we'll see. I think I need some more acceleration and maybe some more 2-drops or early plays. Ooh, Prime Speaker Vanifar. That's a 2nd pod for our pod deck, so I think that's the pick. I would love Colligan's Command also, but Midnight Reaper is maybe also not bad. Let's take the 2nd pod though. Thassa's Oracle. Is there a way we could win with Thassa's Oracle in this pod? I don't think there is. What else? There's Ramnap Excavator, but it's another 3-drop. Rotting Regisar. I think I take Lodestone Golem for the sideboard. And some decks having that will be very good. Here there's Huntmaster or Knight of Autumn. We don't have a disenchant body effect yet, so that seems good to have. Oh man, Ludero Core, Uro, Null Priest. I would like Uro, but at the same time, it's going to eat away at our graveyard and we want to keep that. And this Null Priest is a 2-drop, which we desperately need. So I'll take that. Smuggler's Copter, Incinerate, Stomping Ground. We don't have a Taiga, so I'll take this Stomping Ground. Make our mana a little bit better. We didn't get a Kiki, so we're not Kiki potting, but we are Recurring Nightmare potting, doing stuff. Chain Lightning, Urza, Seasoned Pyromancer. I think Seasoned Pyromancer could be good. It's a little bit hefty on the mana maybe, but I'm sure we can make it work. Bloodbraid Elf I like, but not if we're potting it out, and we can use Lightning Helix, some interaction. Then I have enough 5-drops, I feel, that I'd rather have better mana and take the Copper Line. Midnight Reaper might make our deck, and Thassa's Oracle came back. Well, interesting pile. Not sure how good it is, but I guess we'll find out. I added 2 green lands and a basic of each other color, and then we can maybe play this Massacre Worm. If we don't have Pod, it's gonna be hard to cast. What else would I like to cut? Maybe Grim Lavamancer. We don't have that many creatures dying, so right now I'm playing 15 lands and a Mox, and we also have Mana Crypt, and we have some dorks. I think I do want that 17th land though. Yeah, I want a third forest. And then what do I cut? I'm looking at Seasoned Pyromancer and Piankiran. So I thought about it, and then I figured I can't make a decision, and this deck is a little bit loosey-goosey already, so let's just run a 41 card special again. Those usually seem to go okay. Round 1 with our Pod Recurring Nightmare Survival pile. See how we do. Well, we have a bunch of lands and a survival. I do feel like if this survival can get us lots of threats. Go Elves and pass. Island Preordain. I put 1 card on top and 1 on the bottom. Question is, do I want to play Wall of Omens? Don't know if I do. I think I'll just go Mox Pearl, play Survival, play Breeding Pool, untapped, then just attack with the Elf and go and find something with the Survival. Against the blue deck, I'm unlikely to want Wall of Omens. Seagate Stormcaller. And I guess they have like Cataction Probe? Yeah, exactly. Okay. They draw a card. You see that our hand is not amazing. And we can also go and get an Omnath and play that. That seems like the card to get here. So activate Survival, discard Wall of Omens. We can also get Prime Speaker. Prime Speaker lives, that's really good. If it immediately dies, that's a little bit worse. Against the blue-red deck, how likely is Prime Speaker to die? Maybe not that likely. We also don't have a great creature to pot away. This can be potted into... Yeah, that's the downside to this pod chain that we have. We only have the Null Priest to go get, and that's not a very exciting creature. So I think I just go and get Omnath. Then untap, oh, we draw Birthing Pod. Well, I'm glad we didn't tutor for Prime Speaker then. So we need to fetch a red source. Yeah, let's go Arid Mesa, fetch. We want a black source too. Yeah, we'll maybe gain back some of the life later, so let's go play Omnath. That resolves, we draw a card, draw Knight of Autumn. We have this elf, and it can't really attack, so we'll pass. Golgari's Signet, Knight's Whisper. Ooh, Mana Crypt, and we also have a Wooded Foothills with that gives us a lot of mana with Omnath. Let's first gain some life. We also have the Mana Crypt, that's also a lot of mana. What do I want? I think I want maybe another black source. If we get Recurring Nightmare going, that seems good. Let's go play the Knight just to kill their Signet, slow them down. Destroy the Signet, yep. And then we can play Pod and use it to pod away the Knight to go get 4-drop. Seems good. Yep, get this away. We only have Prime Speaker, which we don't need. We can get Piankiran. Those seem to be pretty good here too. And then attack with the Omnath. And actually I will attack with the Elf as well. They can eat our Elf. I'm okay with this. They're down to 11 also. And they scoop. Alright, our deck firing on all cylinders there. This is nice to see what Birthing Pod could do. It wasn't amazing, but it was pretty good. Survival also. Anything I want to change against blue-red. Lodestone Golem could be fine. Might also want Midnight Reaper. And then maybe take out this Pestermite actually. Yeah, Pestermite. If we had more 2-drops, I'd be more into it. But as is, no. And if we had Kiki-Jiki, I'd definitely be into it. But we don't have those things, so I think Midnight Reaper is better. Not a great hand, but I guess we keep it. This is very slow. Hopefully they don't come out of the gates blazing. They're not like a blue-red tempo deck. Survival. We have a play on turn 2 at least. The survival was quite good there. Didn't do all that much, but Knight's Whisper. Eternal Witness. Sweet. Go Survival. Resolves. Now they don't do anything. Ooh, I could just play Omnath, and I think I will. If they counter it, then that's fine. We can get it back with the Eternal Witness. Let's go get Blood Crypt, because we do need a red source, but we also want a black source. The Mox, and then play Omnath. Omnath just resolves, draw a card. Ooh, the Recurring Nightmare. Our deck is delivering. That's very nice. Another Swamp and Damnation. They just Damnation away our Omnath. I'm up for it. I like it. Bone Shredder. I think we use Survival, discard Bone Shredder, And then what do I want? I kind of want to play or get like a 1-drop. Just get that out of our deck. Play the 1-drop and then play Recurring Nightmare and just go get Omnath again. They seemed scared of it last time, so we draw another card and they are back in the same position as last time. They were willing to spend the Damnation on it. See what they do to it this time. Dark Ritual. That is scary. Lines Eye Diamond. Ooh, this is Storm? Well, I'm definitely bringing in Lodestone Golem then. Past in Flames. Okay, so they're gonna... Oh, they also have Empty the Warrens for a bunch of goblins. Sure. And they're gonna make a lot of goblins, actually. And they also have a Tendrils. Can they get to Storm 5? Or Storm 10, sorry. They can play the Lines Eye Diamond, Storm 6. Then that can make a bunch of mana. Wait, they cast Tendrils now. And then make... Wait, what? I'm confused now. They could have just played LED, right? Oh, no, it's... What am I saying? It's Past in Flames. It's not Yogg-Will, right? No. Okay, so we can just play Eternal Witness, get back Arid Mesa. That's going to gain us some life again as well. Yeah, I'm not sure why they just went for it there then. Yep, get that back. Play the fetch. We're going to gain 4. Another thing to consider is rather than making more mana to do more things, is just maybe fetching on their turn to gain more life. Kind of want to have a healthy life total. And then we only have 2 cards left. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Time Spiral. That makes more sense. Let's bolt them. Although this does give them more storm. Let's go and fetch and get Hallowed Fountain. Have that extra white source. Gain some more life. The bolt did give them a free storm count, which is probably more relevant than the 3 damage. High Tide. Sure. I also think I want to put in Massacre Worm against their Empty the Warrens plan if it comes to a 3rd game. Preordain, putting 1 on top and 1 on bottom. Probing for life. Notably, we didn't draw a land, so we can't immediately gain life with Omnath. Yawgmoth's Will. What is this Stormwind come now? Are they planning to brain freeze us? Yes, so brain freeze for 8. So that puts us down to 24. Down to 1. Let's have them see our entire deck. Yeah, that does it. That lightning bolt might have actually cost us there. Is there anything we can do here? I honestly don't think there is. Okay, they got it. Yeah, let's put in Massacre Worm, take out the Carnage Tyrants, let's put in the Lodestone Golem, take out Pia and Kieran. No, let's take out Vraska. And then Thassa's Oracle doesn't really work. I mean, it would have worked that game, but usually it will not work. So let's just submit like this. Not a great hand, but it's definitely playable. Play Hallowed Fountain and pass. Maybe Lightning Helix shouldn't be in our deck anymore, but it does give us a little bit of extra reach. They preordain, put 2 cards on the bottom. That's what I'd like to see. And play Bayou and play the Wall. Yep, draw a card, Midnight Reaper. They play a Swamp, we draw an island. Play the Midnight Reaper then. And next turn we get to play Breeding Pool and Prime Speaker, Night's Whisper, and an island. So they're making land drops. Null Priest. Play this, pay life, and run out Prime Speaker. Go attacking with the Midnight Reaper. And we kind of need them to not go off this turn. Next turn is fine. Or at least next turn we can... Ooh, Mana Flare. Well, we draw a Lodestone. That's kind of perfect, actually. It's unfortunate that most of the cards that we have we can't actually use. Let's make some mana. I think I want to make this in terms of mana. And let's Prime Speaker the Wall away. We're going to draw a card. Hopefully it's red mana. No, it's a 1-drop creature. Now let's go get Knight of Autumn. Destroy their Mana Flare. Thanks for the mana. And then I can play an Elf and a Lodestone Golem. I could also play the Null Priest just to have more on the board, but being able to maybe get something back later seems more relevant. And then we can smash with the Reaper. They're down to 12. If they have Swamp Damnation, I'm going to be sad, but I am going to be happy to have kept the Null Priest then. Ooh, Empty the Warrens. Sure. We draw Mana Crypt. And, oh, well, they scoop. I was gonna think, what could we do here? But they just scoop it up. What could we have done here? We could have gotten a 4-drop. Yeah, we could have gotten a 4-drop, but I'm not entirely sure what's left in our deck at this point. Anyway, we won this match. Let's go on to the second one. I'm not unhappy with our deck's performance. A little bit clunky, and it's missing some key pod chain targets, but not at all bad. Round 2 with our pod survival recurring nightmare deck. Let's see, we're on the play. What do we open on? Yeah, we have a pod. We have 2 drops. Not sure if this is particularly great. I mean, we'll keep. Having to play this Null Priest straight up, not great. I think that's one of the flaws with this version of the pod deck. We don't have enough good 2 drops. Let's start with the forest and then pass. Another island. Again, an island deck. Well, let's play Bayou, and then do I just play this Null Priest? I think I do. Real bad, but whatever. We need something to start upping the chain. Island. Ores of Signet, sure. Ooh, we draw a plateau. I'd much rather have had that I've much rather played Wall of Omens and pod away the Wall of Omens than doing this, but at least we got our pod down under counter magic. I'm not sure if they have it, but they weren't keeping anything up. So next turn we get to start our pod chain, and I think we can maybe do some nice stuff. Ooh, Worn Power Stone. Well, we can definitely do some nice stuff then. Let's just attack with the Null Priest, hit them for another 2. So we are pressuring them, and let's go Wall of Omens and draw a card. Yeah, I was a little bit worried that we were gonna draw our Conclave Naturalist, because that's what we're gonna look for with the pod. I'm gonna play what? Island, and just pod, paying the mana, get rid of this wall, go find Night of Autumn, and destroy this Worn Power Stone. Sweet. Mutavault. Frantic Search. Frantic Search usually means some sort of combo deck. Ugin and Island get discarded. Interesting. What are they gonna play? Karn. Well, what can we do against Karn? And I have more stuff to play. Sensei's Divining Top. We draw a Revelark. Revelark is not at its best here. We can definitely hit the Karn down with the Null Priest because it has Menace. The Knight's not going to do much, so we can pot away the Knight, and then we can go get... We could get Omnath, or we could get Pian Kiran and definitely kill the Karn. And I think that's probably best. Yeah, I think I want to do that. Pod paying 2 life, get away, get rid of these Knights, go get Pian Kiran, and then... Oh, we drew both our 5 drops, by the way, so this Pian Kiran is not going up any further. And let's use this to shoot Karn with a Thopter, and then we just go after Karn with the Null Priest and kill it that way. We cannot block it, and then play Hallowed Fountain. Alright, yeah, we have pod going, but it's not as impressive as I would like it to be. It's still providing us decent value though. And then we can also next turn play Revelark, pod away the Revelark, get the Death Lizard and blow up some artifacts, as well as drawing a card with Wall of Omens. So while that's not as good as just winning the game with like a Kikijiki, it's still pretty decent. Hangerback Walker, sure. And then they top again. Let's see what we draw. And we draw just a land. Alright, let's think about this. We can kill their construct with the Knight. Yeah, I think I'd like going Plains, playing Revelark, and then potting Revelark away for the Death Lizard. We get to get back Wall of Omens and Night of Autumn. And now I just really hope we don't draw the Death Lizard. This is gonna kill their construct. Oh no! Oh man, why? What did I do to deserve this? Oh my god, that's so bad. So we paid 6 mana and 2 life to get back Wall of Omens and a Night of Autumn. Oh, come on. Come on. And we attack with the Null Priest, but this is putting so much less pressure on them than I wanted to. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, well, I guess that happened. What can we do next turn? We also don't have great 5 drops to pot away. Gilded Lotus, okay. So they just have a bunch of mana. Lightning Helix, what does that do for us? I kind of want to pot away this Night of Autumn, but maybe I just start by attacking all. That's probably best. Start by doing that. And maybe the best thing to actually do is not do any shenanigans and just play the Tyrant. They block Pian Kiran. Sure. They're gonna pump and then we just Lightning Helix it. Yeah, I guess we've chosen this line already by making this attack. Oh, they have something? They're gonna look at the top cards again. Sure. Yep. That dies. Then they get a bunch of Thopters. Then what? I think I just pot away. So I have a couple of options. I can pot away the wall to get either Eternal Witness or Seasoned Pyro. Seasoned Pyro gets rid of some lands, but that's about it. Or we can get Eternal Witness, get back Revelark or Lightning Helix, or I can just pot away the Knight and get an Omnath. And I think I want to get Omnath. It's going to draw us a card. Mana Crypt, yeah. I'm down for a Mana Crypt. That's a nice draw actually. We'll gain some life. Not in danger of losing to damage anytime soon. Play the Carnage Tyrants and pass. So they are under a ton of pressure now. And yeah, we still have some leftovers with this Deranged Hermit. They're tapping some mana, making green. What is this? Oh, don't be Upheaval. Sundering Titan. So they get to take out almost our entire mana base and have good blockers. Ooh, geez. Well, this game just got hard. I mean, we're still in it, but drawing the Carnage Titan off the wall when we're gonna pod for it as our only 6-drop, kind of rough. Getting Sundering Titans, also kind of rough. Oh, they have more? No, they're activating top again. Oh man, let's see. They have the Thopter, so we can't really pressure them in the air that well either. We'll choose heads. We won the flip. We draw Forest. I think what I want to do is pot away the wall and go get Seasoned Pyromancer, discard the Ranged Hermit and a Forest, and then maybe we can draw. Yeah, what would we be looking to draw then? Maybe a fetch, and then we can do some Omnath shenanigans. Oh, why does this have to be so hard? Let's start by potting. I will still just pay some life, get rid of this wall. Oh, we can also get Pestermite and tap their Sundering Titan. That seems better. Tap that thing. Yes. We'll play this Brooding Pool tapped. We lost a little bit of mana, but that's fine. And then we just slam in. Forgot about the Pestermite there. All right, that got us the win. Nice, nice, nice. Sideboarding. Well, what do I want? Lodestone Golem doesn't seem great. Midnight Reaper's kind of whatever. Maybe I just want that extra 6-drop. Massacre Worm is really awkward to cast though. Is there a card that I would cut? I don't think so. I think that was just mostly an anomaly. But I think for next time, I would like to have a better 6-drop that I can actually go get. I mean, Massacre Worm is good, but it's only good in very specific matchups or scenarios, and it's very hard to cast. This hand seems really poor. Lightning Helix is not actually a good card in the matchup, and we have 2 or 5 drops in hand, so I'll mulligan. Ooh, this is a very quick pod, but it's also a very painful one. Do think I keep this and then put back Vraska because we have neither of the colors of mana required to cast that. Do I want to turn 1 a Wall of Omens? I think I do actually. We can get pretty fast Omnath that way. Draw a Revelark. That's not what we wanted, but let's go this and then play the wall. They've suspended Ancestral Vision, by the way. Draw Survival. Next turn we get to pod. Very painful again. And go get Pestermite, and then we can untap our pod technically and go get Omnath, and then we can maybe play a land. I think we don't have the mana to do quite all of that, but we have maybe a counter spell. I really don't want my pod to get countered. We lost a flip, and we draw Omnath. Perfect, of course. I mean, I'm kind of committed to this line, right? I'm not gonna sit here with a Mana Crypt that doesn't do anything. Pod just resolves. Nice, 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 nice. Let's pay the life. Pot away, and then what do we get here? Maybe Seasoned Pyromancer, and Seasoned Pyromancer is going to discard Survival and a land, and then the 4-drop we're getting next turn is P and Kieran, so we're trying to put pressure on them that way. Yeah, our pod chain is not the greatest. Let's go get Seasoned Pyromancer, discard Survival, and I want to say Plains, but I probably shouldn't. I'll go discard a Revelark. Okay, we draw a Copperline Gorge and an Elf. Yep. Yeah, drawing this Omnath, not good. Otherwise, next turn we would have been able to fetch Omnath. Come on, win a flip for me. Heads. Win a flip. Nice. Play Copperline Gorge. Let's go attacking with all of these dudes. Yep. But I have something. Shark Typhoon. Make a 1/1. They're gonna block one of our elementals. That works. And then we will pot away the Seasoned Pyro and just go get Pia and Kieran. So more token beatdowns. We can use Pia and Karen to get rid of the mana crypt as well at some point. Probably not just yet. Their vision is coming off suspend next turn. Repeal a token. Well, I'm just going to sack the token then. They won't get to draw a card, and yeah, they take 2 damage. Worn Power Stone. I do want to try and kill that, but we don't have something to go and fetch to do that. Mana Crypt, go aheads again. 1 to flip, nice. Ooh, Pester Might. What does that do for us? We can Pester Might under upkeep and then tap the Worn Power Stone. And we can also go get something with Pia and Kieran. Let's start by attacking. That's the first order of business. And then what else? Play a Plains so that next turn we can play Omnath and have a land drop available. And then right now what we want to do is just pot away this Pia and Kieran. Go get Deranged Hermit. More token beatdowns. Although our Deranged Hermit is going to die because we don't have the 2 green. But that's still fine. On upkeep, I'm going to tap their Worn Power Stone. They are going to draw 4 cards this turn. So just restricting the amount of mana that they have access to seems good. Pester Might is also a scary card out of the pod deck. They don't know if we have Kiki Jiki in here. Oh, they're tapping their Worn Power Stone. And then I'll just tap one of their islands. Maybe they have some instant speed way to use their mana, but yep, tap the island. They didn't tap that one. So after this, they all have some mana during their main phase, but not that much. And they don't use the Worn Power Stone mana, so by tapping it, they cost themselves the island. Right now they still have 4 mana. Okay, now they have 4 mana still with the Signet. I need something pretty good though. I guess we're only beating them down for 8, but a Revlar being gone is unfortunate. And a scoop. Nice. We're actually into the finals with this pod deck. I didn't expect that. And there's definitely some holes still in the strategy, but it's not bad. Into the finals with our pod pile. See how it goes here. We won the die roll again. I like that. We have our 6-drop in hand. I do not like that. Still think I keep this though. We can do some stuff. Let's go Avacyn's Pilgrim. Ramp ourselves. And play an island. We draw Omnath. Nice. Let's go fetch. And I think we fetch for Hallowed Fountain. Yes, and then on upkeep, I'll just Pester Might them, disrupt their mana, and have something in play. Do need to draw land. We draw Survival. Yikes. I'm not super happy about drawing Survival here. I really wanted to draw land. We do get to beat them for 2. And we also don't have double green, otherwise I could maybe get like Yavimaya Elder. Ooh, blue-red. I don't like that. Lightning Bolt is the draw. Well, I think we just have to discard the Carnage Tyrants. And then, kind of bad, but I think Wall of Omens is the card we get here. Just play this, looking for lands. Okay, they mana drain this. Yeah, no land drop for us, and a boatload of mana for them. Let's attack for 2 again, down to 16. But I don't like where this is going. I mean, this was the risk of this hand, but Trinket Mage. What do they have? Mox Sapphire. Nice. Our opponent has Mana Drain, Mox Sapphire. We could have had a Mana Drain too, but we decided to go this route. Oof. Another very poor draw. Froska. Let's go attacking with the Pester Might again. And there's nothing we can play if we discard one of these creatures. So Misty Rainforest. They do not do anything. Not even beating down with the Trinket Mage. Let's go discard this Prime Speaker. And then what do I want to get here? Get Bone Shredder, but we can't cast that. We can get Seasoned Pyromancer. Cannot cast that either. I think we just get Knight or Elves of Deep Shadow. Yeah, maybe the Elves, and then that unlocks the Recurring Nightmare. Oh, we draw a Plateau. Let's go attacking then, and then hit them for 2 down to 12, and then play the Plateau, make 4 colors, play Omnath. Very good chance that this gets countered, but I think playing just elves and not doing anything else is also pretty poor. Cryptic Command and bounce our elf. Sure. They're down to 11. Get a Stomping Ground. 6 mana. Inferno Titan. Yeah, I know when I'm beat. I'm not beating that card. There's no real outs to it. Like, unlike maybe Fractured Identity, but we couldn't cast that. And Inferno Titan is just a super fast clock. Alright, Inferno Titan. I do want Midnight Reaper, I think. I guess we had Bone Shredder as an out, but we didn't have black mana, so all pretty bad. Lightning Bolt. I think the Lightning Bolt's better than Lightning Helix, but I don't need that. And then Midnight Reaper, indeed. Yeah, let's just run it like this. There's maybe an argument for Lodestone Golem, but this hand's pretty slow. I think I will keep it though. It's pretty much the attrition matchup, it looked like. So we have Eternal Witness to get back a fetch, and then the Ranged Hermit can maybe be good with Vraska, and yeah, we'll see. Blue-red is not a favorite matchup of mine when playing a Mana Dork or small creature strategy. You just pick apart your board with burn spells and then counter the really important things. Mox Sapphire. Nice, they have 2 mana. Good for them. Draw another forest. Let's just play this Arid Mesa. And then I also have Mana Drain mana up. Forest. Mox Pearl. Whew. Yep. Our opponent's deck is looking nice. Oracle of Moldiah. Revealing Narset. Playing a forest. Oof. I guess I don't have blue mana yet, so yeah, let's get Hallowed Fountain. We can bolt their Narset, or we can bolt their Oracle. I think we bolt the Oracle, and then if they Narset, maybe we can Vraska and kill it, or we can play Eternal Witness, get back our bolt and kill it that way, something like that. If they have Narset into Time Twister, then so be it. We just lose this game. What did they reveal? Mana Drain. Well, they don't have Mana Drain mana yet. So now it's kind of force or bust if they want to stop this. So we'll play Vraska, no force, kill the Narset, and then pass. Now our next play might get Mana Drained, but we'll see. Solemn, so no Mana Drain, unless they have an island in hand, but I don't think they did last turn, so. Well, let's go Mox Pearl, play this Plains also, and then play Deranged Hermit. And then do I eat a squirrel? I think I do. Just eat a squirrel, draw a card, and then pass. This Deranged Hermit is going to feed the Vraska and put some pressure on them. Questing Beast. Well, I guess not. Vraska is dying to this Questing Beast. Questing Beast is actually somewhat tough to deal with. Yeah, we cannot block. The 2/2s can't block the Questing Beast. I think I still do pay for this. No Priest of Oblivion. Well, let's play the Elf. Questing Beast is just brickwalling us hard here. I wasn't expecting a Questing Beast from our opponents. Misty, Thieving Skydiver. They get to steal our Mox. Yep, happens. Yep, the Beast gets in, still can't block it. We need to draw something. They fetch, or they have Mana Drain mana up now too. Oi, that's gonna be a problem. We draw a land. What can we even do now? I guess we play the Eternal Witness, so we at least can maybe do something about this Thieving Skydiver. Now, we could get back Vraska. Yeah, I think we have to. That will get Mana Drained. That's just a fact of life. I mean, this is getting Mana Drained for sure. Yep. And then attacking still doesn't seem great. But yeah, they pretty much brickwalling us with this beast. They already have a ton of mana, so the Mana Drain mana is not super relevant. Trinket Mage. What else do they have? They don't have anything else. Good. And their last card is Primeval Titan. Oh man. So let's see what they get. 2 mana lands even. Jeez. That's gonna be real tough to beat. They get in with the Solemn. I think we trade with the Solemn so we can kick this and get it back, but we're also down to 5. They get to draw another card. Yeah, I don't know what we could draw. I think Fractured Identity is probably our best bet. Oh, they drew something they can cast. Dack. Sure. So what does this do? This is actually good because this... No, we're going to lose to these manlands. Well, they don't have Trample. Let's just play the Bone Shredder. This kills the questing... No, sorry, it kills the Primeval Titan. And then we can block the Trinket Mage. Now I kind of want to throw away creatures to kill the Dack. That seems bad also because we need those to block their manlands. Yep. Opponent got us in a tight squeeze. We're going down to 1 for sure. And they get to look with Dack for some cards that they can use. They discard Riftwing, Cloudscape, and Control Magic. So I imagine that we're dead then. Dragon Lord of Tarka, that's going to do it. Well, our Pod Pal got a 2-1. I think we were a little bit lucky to get that far. Definitely a deck that I will try and draft again. But this one's over. I'll see you for the next one.